Да, запускаем перевод. Так, Люда, подними руку, пожалуйста. Сейчас, одну секунду. Что-то я вроде сделал. Так, все. Все, я тебя сделаю с организатором. Угу. Все, запускаем запись. Alt-R. Запись на компьютер. So we are ready, we can start. She couldn't come out and coming on right there. She couldn't find my key, but I got it off the website.
Oh.
I think that's the problem.
So there will be a Spanish translation, and she's just coming and joined now. She didn't get the code access before. So maybe if you Jivan Kamal, you know that she usually So she will join very soon, I guess. She's on the
but for that we need someone. Алла, давайте остановим тогда запись, потом я там обрежу. Остановите пока на компьютере запись. So we'll stop recording. Then так. Алла Бушлет, привет. Ты сможешь испанский записать? Язык выбрать дополнительно 3 точки или отдельная кнопка перевод. Она как глобус отображается. Сейчас мы ждем еще испанский перевод. Нам нужен тогда еще один человек. Алла, ты сможешь записать? Да, все, спасибо. У тебя тогда испанский будет. Я сейчас его добавлю. Только так, перевод. Jivan Kamal, if you are here, please let me know, and I will add you. Так, Люда, останови запись пока.
He's trying to enter. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you able to deal with it on the side, or should we wait until she's connected?
You mean, can we do it on the way? Yeah, we can do it on the way, but it will be difficult. If we can wait,
just wait 2 minutes.
Так, смотрю. Давайте тогда, пока мы ждем. Таня Писаревич, ты сможешь сделать запись тоже? Давай я тебя добавлю, если ты с компьютера. Можешь включить сейчас микрофон, Тань, если...
Да, могу, Денис, да, давай. Какой язык?
Ну, давай русский тоже для страховки.
Хорошо.
Jivan Kamal, if you're here, please let us know. I cannot find. Yeah, I can find. So can you speak? Jivan Kamal, can you switch on your mic? Satnam, Satnam.
Satnam.
Satnam, Jivan Kamal. So now I will switch to interpretation mode with Spanish also, and you need to choose that you will translate to Spanish, okay? And I will check your channel. So great. Spanish. Can you speak now, Jivan Kamal? Okay. Окей. So, Таня, ты сможешь испанский взять на себя тогда? Алла попросила.
Да, без проблем, тоже
Да,
хотел
давай.
предложить. Мгм.
Да, давай тогда у тебя испанский, Алла, у тебя русский тогда. Все, тогда начинаем. Включаем запись на компьютер. И yeah, we can start.
Okay, let's open the space. In and deep. Om Namo Gurudev. Om Namo Gurudev. Namo Om Gurudev. Adgure Name, Chugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Chugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Chugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. So, welcome for this forecast for June. We are now on the acceleration. I mean, today is traditionally this day of awakening of Kundalini in the theme of Jesus, theme of teachers, and they all receive this burning tongues of light. And this is I would say, anniversary or celebration of this fundamental capacity of human being to rise above ordinary being and awaken this Kundalini, which is basically connecting heaven and earth together. So, of course, we are accustomed to this kind of practice. It's a cycle of, goes with the moon. Every month, we have a time where that seeds from the core of our nervous system and brain is sent down all the way to the root, what we call the root chakra, which is through the spine in this fixed vertebra, where now it will need to be, I would say, watered to grow again, and eventually will take these 28 days to go up again, and there created this light. So it's the same Ayurveda described as the production of Amrit from Ojas. So this is linked to the sexual energy and how we manage this energy in order to produce this self-enlightenment every month, so you can keep yourself high. So now it is the day once a year where we celebrate that. We all have access to that, and we can all awaken this energy. So the beauty of the time is we're moving into the solstice, because next time we sit together, we will just be after the solstice, which is celebration of the victory of this light power, the day light that is much, much longer than every other day of the year. And as it is happening to our civilization, the same, it's a contracted history. In 1 month, we're going to experience what we will experience in the next 21 years. So the acceleration is definitely here. And this can be your own history. I mean, it's not just a symbol, it's not just what is happening around us, it's exactly what can happen within you. So moving over the darkness means first you have visit shadow table. So, so it was extremely successful, and we see that the population and people, these are beginners people, they are ready. So that's my founding, is that humanity is moving, and that's give a warm in our heart that to see people are realizing more and more that this is the work that needs to be done to shift paradigm. It's really how we hook to our beliefs. So are you ready to see beyond your belief system? And this is really one of the key. Am I excited with my own unknown? Yeah. Does this is a passion in me? And I think that's where it has to start, especially at this time. Start to be willing to see beyond our taboos, beyond our judgment, beyond our habits of thinking and the definition of the world we live in, and we are just prisoner of that kind of way of thinking. And if we are opening, activating this readiness to see beyond the curtain, it sometimes looks very indecent, but that's where we need to go. It's a very sane curiosity. You know, how much insane curiosity you have that nourish your gossiping stuff about others when you don't even lift the veil between you and you. So we are more eager to stay glued to our belief system, and from that, as a referral, judge others. instead of looking inside ourselves and to find out how do we limit ourselves. So I think it's a great invitation this month to dive into that before the light is there and expose yourself. I mean, all the things you consider private, intimate, hidden, that you're shy about, you never want to expose yourself. It's time to bring it into the light, or to let the light comes in so you can see it and have a serious conversation with it. So this moment when it happened is like a shock. You realize that you were 40 years believing something, and in a second, it erased the whole thing. My life was useless for 40 years, God. Can you accept that? Because there will be no go after the discovery, and your subconscious knows it, your ego mind knows it. That's why you never go there, because you don't want to see beyond you. So I think that's the pressure we are facing by the time. Frequencies are already changed in the psychomorphic field. It's a paradox. We think we are creating that, but I think the universe is bringing that frequency in our collective psychic, and all we need is to raise our level to fit to this resonance with this new frequency and new access to another way to look at ourselves, and therefore discover things unpleasant. And that's the first step in the new, is not so pleasant. But any founding that you accept and that you embrace will create a vacuum, an expansion experience, like a eureka thing, where you start to see things you never seen before. And that will nourish a new level of curiosity, a new level of excitement. You become aware of how you betray the self. Yeah, we call it self-betrayal. We don't understand what it means, but we constantly betray our true self. Therefore, is a quantum leap, in a jump into truth. And funny thing with truth is, of course, we all believe we are truthful. And we don't realize that we live in parallel worlds where, we teach in our training this ladder of subtlety with many different layers of frequencies. These are all dimensions and all different worlds of unified field of consciousness. They pile up, and definitely there is a mirror sense. What is above is like what is below, but in between, in every level, is the same, but on the same time is totally different. When you plug your psychic on one frequency, everything is coherent in that frequency, and you will attract inspiration and belief system based on that frequency. So we used to say, there is a very specific prana for each layers. Prana means a form of energy that activates your thoughts and vice versa. So thoughts activate prana, prana activate thoughts in one layers of frequency. So when your mind is vibrating, it's everything vibration. So when you vibrate in that frequency, that's the mirror you get, that's the answer you get. And you definitely cannot reach an answer from another frequency if you are not open to it, if you do not resonate to it. Do you understand that? So when you think a yogi spent 16 years in a cave to change his frequency and open to a much bigger scope of frequencies, and then he can fly through it. Do you understand? We are not stuck with one frequency. When I need to create something mechanics, I need a very specific frequency, and I don't need to talk to the angel for that, even though they will help me, but the resolution is down here in the 3D, and I need to use other helpers. You understand? So in each plan of consciousness, there will be helpers from the universe that bring you to a realization. But you cannot mix up all the plan and all frequencies, And especially if you limit yourself in a certain plan of frequencies, you will never attract thoughts from another plan. So this is what we are invited in this expansion into the light, is to break our limitation and attachment to vibrate in always same frequency and activate this capacity to vibrate in much higher frequency. And it is possible, it is accessible, but you need to cut this attachment to the frequency you know about yourself and about the world, yeah, because that's how you relate to the world outside. So you will constantly prove to yourself that the world is accordingly to what you think, and you are convinced that this is true. So we also in these months have to do a jump into out of relative truth and much more close to what is absolute truth, which is a truth beyond comparison, a truth that is there forever, beyond time. So we have a chance in these months to do this journey into expanding ourselves into a bigger scope of truth, and therefore integrity, understand? Because when you are convinced of a limited truth and conditional truth, your relationship will be based on the same thing. Therefore, you're going to involve people with you in your own shit. Sorry for the word, but that's what you do. If you are limited yourself and you believe that's the only reality there is, you want to involve people in your way of thinking, which is nonsense. So we have to move into a much bigger scope, a much higher level of tolerance of how we see our impact of how we decide to think, and move into that responsibility. I'm not thinking because of others. I'm not trying anything on others. Everything I think comes from my decision, even if it is unconscious. So that's, again, in the new paradigm of the Aquarian Age, we are stepping into a world of responsibility, and this is very tough. We have been used and trained and educated to put the responsibility on the system, the economical system, the political system, the religious system. They all believe what truth is, and I have to join this stuff. This is over. That game is over. There is not one religion that stands tall. There is not one politician that stands tall. There is not one society that stands tall. So it's all falling apart. And that chaos purpose is to bring us to oneness again. So we've got to, a big thing on the plate is, how can I be responsible for what I think? How can I move into a place where I am aware that this is me deciding what I think, and this is me creating the world I am in? So that was this whole teaching for a whole week. And definitely, we realize that we are creative beings. We are the one who create the reality. So I think a high spiritual life in the new paradigm, it is to rehabilitate our capacity to be channeled between what we call heaven and earth, which is this pineal pituitary activity that connects with our bottom of the spine and bring it up into the world, bring this light into the world. That means, first, I was saying it last month, but we need to expand, elevate our level of frequency. And in Kundalini Yoga, we have no excuses. We have all the tools. And specifically, combining pranayama and meditation, that is the shortcut. You can immediately change your frequency. You're never a victim of circumstance. You can change your frequency, and you have all the tools. So no excuses. So what happened is, we call this Buddhi mind or higher mind. This mind is pure energy. And that's why we call it sometimes light or liquid light, whatever you want, cosmic light. But it is pure energy. when we plug in the source of energy that include everything in this higher mind, we're gonna access this effect of eureka, through meditation. And that is not small eureka. Any little sparkle that comes into the mind and that boosts, touch your center of self-motivation. That means the self comes and shake you. It's like an earthquake. You feel something great and you have a great idea. Yeah. This idea, you didn't have it before. I call this dreaming God's dream. You understand? Is the coming out of the fascination of the outside world, closing your eyes, focus on your breath, meditate, change your frequency, and see something. Be touched, be inspired. And that's how it happened. Like Einstein find this incredible theory because of intuition, because it fell on his head. He always denied any merit that I understand mathematics. It just come to you. The right problem come to you. Of course, the solution is right after, but still you need to channelize the right problem. So when you are entangled in limit and limitation and a wrong problem, you're gonna find no solution. And that's why people go in circle. But if you plug up and you get this insight, that is not, that's what people used to do with drugs, yeah? They have an expansion of vision and they access this universal dream that motivates you. That's the first part. We all need to access that. But now, that's not spiritual life. Spiritual life is on earth in the 3D. And how can you translate, is another language, through action, your inspiration. And what is happening there is you're going to boost your action. You're going to create forms in the world of forms, the shape of a spirit that has moved you through the creativity. And that's the miracle of human being. We can create magic on earth. We can create an amazing reality by being inspired by God's dream and having the guts, the effort to make it real in this world. And this is our mission. This is human. Yeah, is a unified, enlightened mind who create a reality at the image of God. It's just the teaching of the Bible. They taught all of that is totally misunderstood. So now is the time to make it a reality. You create a reality when you focus on this amazing inspired ideas, this sparkle of light, this eureka moment, where it's like a shock. You were totally facing a wall, no solution, nowhere to go, know what to do, and bang, in 1 second, the whole system is activated, and then you are curious, you are excited, and it touches your core essence, the core unit of your passion self. Yeah. Be passionate is realizing your dream. You manifest the divine you are. And more you channel this circle of plug it up, bring it down, action, manifest, more the higher self and the masters will be interested by you. Because they say, oh, this guy is obedient. This guy is creating something that makes sense. And it's like by repetition, you have created a new connection of inspired human being, of excited and passionate human being. And that is joy. It's like a child. You've got a toy to play with. You've got something to manifest as a playground on this planet Earth to manifest and make the divine visible, to share the way you connect to the divine with others. This action will benefit everybody. This action will lead you to understand Dharma, the laws, how things must be done and how things cannot work. Yeah, you will learn this intuitively, you will know it, because when you respond to your impulse, to your higher self, there will be no obstacle to stop you. Any obstacle will guide you to how the outcome should be. Beauty and harmony, definitely. The universe is created, everything in beauty and harmony, and this is what you can contribute to. So we are at this threshold now. Are we going to qualify human beings individually to be part of this harmonious creation? And can we create this world from this vision? Or are we going to prove ourselves based on the old belief system that we are limited? So what is happening today is such a level of confusion that even in the scientific world, it is confusion. What I want to say is there are scientists and there are scientists. There are scientists of the old world, of the old paradigm, who are glued to all systems of discovered that we have done last 200 years that was so much accelerated, but still limited. And there are the new scientists of people who have studied pluridisciplines. You understand? They are adding to their scientific approach a cognitive capacity. That means they can study different disciplines at the same time, and they can have analogy between the different fields, and they reach conclusion that no scientific of before have reached. But why is this not impacting the world enough? Why their voice is not listened to? Like we saw in the COVID crisis, that the true scientific have not been listened. They have been jeopardized by politicians and economic people. Why? Because it is controversial. The true science of today that is really making real progress in cognitive thinking based on science come to conclusion that deny 200 years of science. The historians are pushed away. You know, they want to make us believe that humanity come from one place somewhere in Africa, that we come down from the tree like being a monkey before and evolved. No go. There is no linear progression in humanity. It's a farce proven by scientific who make sense today. Chinese was a cradle for humanity. Peru was a cradle for humanity. England was another one. Egypt was another. All together, you find pyramids on the whole planet, and they had no internet. How does this happen? So I think we have to really rethink our foundation of collective belief about scientific discovery, and realize now with the quantum physics and all the immense progress even beyond that, that human being has now to move into a new level of trust in our understanding of reality that is multidimensional and is stopped to think in linear way. So all this revolution is not public. You know, the masses of people are still following this old plus minus mathematics. This is over. So I think we need to make an effort to search for the information that makes sense with the new spirit and the new opening for human beings, and drop the attachment to the old definition. The old definition were totally fitting with the old religion. You know, who am I to say religion are obsolete? This is a hard statement. You know? So I have no judgment against religion, but our attitude based on religion is completely finished. We can't continue to go this way. And this is so heavy because honest people are believers, yeah? Moralistic people are believers. But now we need to move into responsibility. It is tough. It is very, very tough. I understand the drama, and many people die just from that. It's unbelievable to see also how people are leaving this world because they can't cope with the frequency. Their level of authenticity and truth is completely obsolete. They are not nourished by the field and they just die. So there is not much we can do, and we are not here to prevent people from dying or anything like this. All we can do is be solidar and compassionate and lovingly to each other. We're not here to prove anything to anyone, but still you're responsible to manifest your curiosity, your self-motivation, your excitement in life, live from passion and manifest the divine proportion. Manifest to your action, because that's what we need today, is men and women of action that is aligned to the new codes and not entangled in the old stuff. So it is a lot of pressure, and we need to demolish this attachment to the old form. Because Shiva, who is Shiva now? Who is coming to clarify the whole thing? It is us. It's nobody in the sky. Shiva is not this guy with a Trishula. It's the fire that comes through us. Either this fire is a passion, is a curiosity, is a creativity, or is a demolishing thing. See what happened on the planet. People who are limited with the old codes, they can only imagine destruction. That's what it is. And the fire of Shiva is coming through the bombs, through the attacks, through this whole shit. Because that's all they can imagine. But the same fire can deliver humanity to a new level. Delivery is not like freeing only. Delivery means manifest in form. That's what I mean by I deliver the content. I deliver something solid. Yeah, we must together manifest the new. If you are touched by that frequency, and definitely we have nothing to do with the other form of fire who just do his own job, which is dissolving the old. So again, I repeat, the misconception and our lower level of frequency, we can only manifest our own dissolution. And the invitation is to move daily. That's why we are teaching about sadhana. Sadhana is just, the long Ekankar is connecting the Kundalini energy from higher seats down to the roots and bring it up again every day. Today is not an option. Really is not an option. If we don't want to be the object and to subject ourselves to the distraction and dissolution, we really need to awaken ourselves. And there's only each one of us who can do it for himself. This is not a mass awakening. Even though we all awakening in the same time, the responsibility is on each one. It's not going to happen by others. It happened by myself, with myself. So, the good news is these new codes, that this is in the field now. And as we have spent 2,000 years being sinners and being inadequate as a spiritual being and following this kind of massive belief system, we are free of that today. And today you need to know that the new code is universe who created you, this creator in a way, he created you as his best result. You are the best realization of the creator. So he loves you. Bad news, no? You cannot have any excuse that you are not loved because nobody's out of that. So the thing is now we need to assume that we are loved. And when you do that, it has pragmatic consequences. You will look pretty mad from others first. Because if you start to spread your love, people say, this guy is completely out of order. When nobody trusts, believe in love, and are afraid to be betrayed, how can you spread the love? It's just completely out of. When you see people in the street fighting each other and creating laws to repress everyone, how can you love each other? You understand? So Nobody can give us solution of that. There is not an artist and a book telling you how to express your life when you know you are loved. It is all up to us to discover. But I promise you, if you start practicing this mantra, I am loved unconditionally, that is so powerful, so powerful. It will change day by day your perception of reality. If you build this excitement about, I know I'm loved, and this is start like a magic fluid, fill it up your spine and your whole cells and your whole body. It's a subliminal message that you send and you receive. You're going to join this new field of the new humanity, and you're going to receive support that you just can't believe can happen. In the old world, you needed to fight to get a job. It's going to be given to you. You know, you were to fight to get some money. Everything is provided. And you're going to prove it to yourself. Just practice this mantra. I am loved unconditionally. Universe is supporting me. Do you understand? It's a complete contravention to the old world. So you need a lot of courage to do that, because you need to apply it every day in relationship, in what you do, in your action. I am loved, so I do this. I am loved, so I do that. Imagine all these politicians, before they say one word, would meditate and ask them, I'm loved, so I do that. I mean, nobody will be a politician anymore, because they can do nothing. So I guess you realize how powerful it is, this message, and take it seriously, take it into your heart. That's what I mean, seriously, not just process through your plus and minus, but bring it into your heart and put it in application, put it in the world, because we need people who apply love in action. This is fundamentals. The new will come through our action, and we can't cut the world like I'm spiritual up there and my action is just secondary. It is essential, essential. Any action you do on the day, even a small action, how you cook your food, it is divine. You know, it is inspired, it is exciting, it is passionate. So that's where we are going. And I guess for the solstice, we should be totally hilarious, wildly expanded, and share the joy in a fantastic fire that goes the whole night until the morning. Yeah, it's a symbol. That's what we used to do. The ancients were doing this, yeah. So let's prepare ourselves from this whole moon, go through it and manifest that love in action. I think is the best gift you can offer yourself, yeah. So here we are. I think it's most the core essence of what I wanted to share for this month. Let's do the practice to see how through 3 exercises we can activate this excitement, curiosity, and capacity to manifest. So the first practice is you're gonna move your arms like this. It's like to move the world, universe before you, and go for this dissolution. And the breath is through the mouth with I would say, canon breath. Huh? So you move the water, move everything, yeah. And dissolve what is in front of you, because it's another illusion you have created for yourself. You have no limits, so let them dissolve. Okay, here we go. I hope I find some music here. Clean your aura, clean the space, go for it. Go with your joy, go with your enthusiasm, awaken your passion, and just dissolve the wall in front of you. Dissolve, change your aura frequency. Breathe, intentionally breathe, go with the rhythm, breathe, powerful breath, and dissolve the limits. Go for it. Chaos is coming for the next 20 years, so be part of it.
so home.
Go with the flow, go with the flow. Even the chaos, there is a flow. Move your hands, move your hands. Slow down, and inhale deep. I'll just bring your hands to your heart, exhale. And please stay spine straight and just feel the energy in the sphere around you, like an egg around you, like your aura body. Just feel the vibration, the frequency just around you. And connect that frequency with your inner frequency. Just resonate. When you break all the old assumptions, old beliefs, old codes, the expansion in your field, just feel the freedom. The space around the body is radiating your realization. And it's connecting you with the universe, with the cosmic energy. The universe is like a resonance chamber. It sends you back what you vibrate. Just feel, be inspired by your own frequency. Okay. Inhale deep. And exhale. So when I can embrace the shadows, when I can move them through me, and I'm ready to elevate. So we go above the attachment to this shadow and the definition of myself as a limited being. I'm like a bird that is just flying, where we see many new birds flying today around us. So you inhale in 4 strokes. So inhaling, I say, and then exhale, clapping. Inhale in 4 and clap, exhale. Through the nose, everything through the nose. Yes. So it is a small move, like 15 degrees, just around the horizon, a little bit above, a little bit below. 4 times with the inhaling, inhaling through the nose. And then clap, exhaling, 1 go. And then again, inhaling 4 and clap, exhale everything when you clap. So here we go. Ready? Fly above, fly above. Yeah?
Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru,
1, 2,
Satnam
3, 4, 5.
Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam
1 go exhale. Powerful exhale. Through the nose.
Satnam Vaheguru, 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 Satnam Vaheguru,
Close your eyes and fly.
Vaheguru, Satnam 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 Vaheguru, Satnam
Smile it, smile it, go for it.
Satnam Vaheguru 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 Satnam
long and deep. We breathe long and deep. Just realize how much effort it takes you to rise above, rise your energy. It's an effort. It's not gratis. You invest yourself in your own excitement. You invest yourself in your own joy. You elevate yourself beyond what pulls you down. And it's a fight for a time until you understand to fly is so great. To access another frequency of consciousness takes an effort. And today we are tired before we start. So we need to have this conversation with ourselves. Do I want to be a slave of circumstances, or do I rise above? Yeah. So now, when you are up there, holding in your hands the most precious part of your consciousness, you apply the mantra, I am loved. I am loved. So what can I bring in my smallest idea, just a sparkle of something very insignificant you could do, you're inspired to bring into your life to manifest that love and witness to everyone that you are loved. Just pick up one sparkle, something to bring in life or to stop bringing in your life. Bring cows to you, anything, and choose, decide. Inhale deep. Cherish this beautiful intention, this beautiful dream you have, this crazy dream, to manifest that you are loved through a very simple action you want to bring into the earth. Exhale. Relax your arms. Yeah. And the last journey is a journey from darkness to light and from light to darkness, like in a practical way, a visual way. Because these two are two layers. When light and darkness are in separation, this is an illusion. So we're going to bring them together. So our hands are palm on the side. And this is a full inhaling place. And then slowly we exhale. So you will do it with the eyes closed, but now I just do it for the sake. You bring your palm and you will bring your palm against the eyelid and you just press and you will see the dark. And you just dive into this dark for a second on the exhale, full exhale. And slowly you inhale very slow, you open, you look up through the eyelid, close, eyes closed, you look up to the third eye and you will see the light. And just focus on this strong light inside your eyes closed. In full inhalation, hold it and slowly reverse your arms. So it's a long, deep, slow breath. Exhale slowly, slowly, and you see the darkness condensing in front of your eyes until the palm touch your eyes and you totally deep darkness. And you pierce this, you look into it. For a second of you go with your breath, very long, deep breath. And this is like one of the three monkeys. I'm not here to see anything illusory, but I'm here to see the truth. So just let's go like this, very slow, long, deep breath. Ready? The three syllables that we're gonna hear in the ears is Om, Ah, Hum. It's a magic mantra, so find out. Let it come in through your breath. If you want to keep a flow, you can inhale on the Om and exhale on the Aham. See the light. And enter the darkness with that light. Inhale, open your scope. And keeping your eyes closed, you focus on this light that nourish your heart, nourish your self-motivation. And I'm ready to see the world, a new world, from these eyes of love. I'm ready to see through this collective hypnosis the truth, and to focus on truth and love only. Exhale, let go. It's a beautiful time where we can qualify ourselves for this new Aquarian profile of human being. And it's a chance to make a new step in that direction. So from the 3rd of June until the 9th, we're going to have here what we call level 3, which is open to anybody, beginners, advanced trainers, any level, because our level 3 is beyond qualification, but it's intense, and it's about the light warriors. So we're going to work on that, the power of our aura to impact the world, to be consciously resonating and maintain our frequency. That's the battle, our own frequency, to uplift all people we meet and all the field. So it's an ambitious realization, and we have few days to step this path and step up. In August, we have another sort of level 3 that is traditional. It calls Éveil de Soi, awakening of self. It's a little bit the same thing, but taking you from the grassroots, from bottom line, and give you an experience that will change your life. I mean, all people who experience awakening of self, their feedback was there was a before and there will be an after. So it's a very effective week that you can offer to yourself. Also, this new membership, we wanted to give a chance to the teachers who are currently teaching classes every week to gather once a year in Le Martinet and share about the pedagogy of teaching. You know, all how we qualify ourselves as a teacher, I would say baby teacher, teaching classes with a lot of courage every week as a sadhana, share this teaching. So how we ourselves can maintain ourselves, go beyond doubts and all kind of questions that we meet when we practice this Guru Yoga, transfer what you have learned yourself. So that will be a beginning of August before the Tantric days. I've got a few practical questions. Thank you for your love. I'm so grateful that you're still there. You're still practicing, and in the middle of the ocean, wherever you are, from the East, Russia, China, Africa, or West and South America, or Spain, wherever, Europe, we are all connected by our love. So thank you to be here. And my promise to you when I started this, that I will not stop. So it's a great joy and excitement and love for me to share this with you. So I had two questions, so quickly at the end to conclude, which is interesting. One person from France who show she totally aware of this acceleration that all around the world, and how to adapt is so pushy to stay in the flow and maintain your calm and the determination of your frequency. So that she is really witnessing that I keep my frequency, but so many things are across me. And especially she mentioned the children. It's very tough to be, I would challenge it by the children of now that are even more sensible than us to this high frequency, how I deal with this. I might lose my temper and be angry. So remember, these guys, the children of today, they're already behaving based on the new code. They don't believe in this world. They don't have the time to go through this history. So they challenge you on your resistance. And of course, you think you are part of the flow, you are part of the transformation, but you're still anchored in the old, and any source of reaction and anger production, unfortunately, belong to you, not to them. So, and it's not to put the guilt on anything on that. It's the thing is, how do I deal with my own anger? You know, we don't need to go in the street. We can work through meditation, through Kriya. We use this fire and bring it into a new level of motivation. I think my talk today is showing a little bit the direction, is dive in this shadow that is manifested through anger behavior. Embrace it, don't deny it, don't fight against it because you're going to make it worse. Just accept that something in you is resisting. And more you will love yourself, more you will accept that there are still an old guy inside me who cannot die too quickly. Just bring him to his funeral. You know, slowly he will go. Be patient with yourself. it will help you to be patient with the kids. So that's a challenge, big challenge, but there is no recipe. Practice, observe, dissolve. This is our daily practice. Another person from Moscow that she saying that she sees in the region of Moscow, they are cutting down forests to build new skyscraper and new buildings. And these are old pine trees or oak trees or linden. And so they built roads through this forest and the forest disappears. So she's hurt. And how to save it? So unfortunately, we're not here to save the world. The world is big enough to save itself. This is the ending process. Look what they do in Amazonia every day. Still today, they are cutting, burning. It's all happening. We just can't stop that craziness until it stops. So I think the whole process is going there now, and this insanity will cease. But it might take another 20, 25 years. So we've got to be patient to witness that and not to, push the things, because more you fight against, more you make it happen. So this is always this philosophy of lesser effort and where you put your efforts in keeping your arms up. You understand? This is more difficult than to send negative energy. It's so easy to jump into the cake of seeing the hallucination as real. We don't have the power to make the forest disappear, and if forest has to disappear, they will. So we don't have that power. So first deny that human beings have the power to destroy anything. They can't, or they will be destroyed themselves. So, and just keep yourself in that space of proactive and the new frequency and nourish this. Remember, the field is affected by any one of our thoughts. And more you indulge yourself to be angry, frustrated, and fighting, more you are nourishing the field with this kind of frequencies. What I say today, there are layers of frequency. You need to choose which frequency you want to vibrate. And the minute you vibrate another level of frequency, what you see as a drama is changing, and you see possibilities. You see other realities, and they are coming. So that's my advice. Don't focus on the negative impression you receive from what you see or you think you see, and just focus yourself on the potentiality you still have undeveloped. So these are my conclusions for these two questions, and thank you for asking. And time is now covered. So, these three little kriya, they go in a set, and you can do like 7 minutes each. It's good to do the same time. So tonight we did kind of a different timings. You can do 11 times each, and you have a beautiful 33 minutes practice. It's combining posture and pranayama, so it's very good to open your sadhana or open your practice anytime. Or you can also use only one. And when you want to focus on a specific aspect of this three kriya. I wish you an amazing practice and beautiful journey until the sun, until we see each other again. And hopefully the light is in your heart, the love as well, and you are sharing it more and more every day. Let's close the space in a deep. So thanks, of course, for the translator. I mean, I'm sorry, but you are there very steady and very serviceful. So I really, really appreciate that we can all understand in Spanish, in Russian, in French, in German. So beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Yeah. And Denise, of course, to the technical. Thank you, and bless you and your country so you may come out of this frequency and bring love and light and peace to everyone. So no. Nam. Sa. Nam. Bless you all. Nam.